I couldn't seem to fall asleep. There was so much on my mind, searching for that peace. But peace I could not find. Then I kneeled down to pray, praying, help me please. He said, you don't have to cry, 'cause I'll supply all your needs. As soon as I stopped worrying how the story ends, I let go and I let God have his way. That's when things start happening. When I stopped looking at back then, I let go and I let God have his way. Let God have his way. Listen, y'all, that's what I'm doing right now. I got to let God have his way. I wanted to come on here before the new year started and encourage somebody to just let go and let God. Not everybody believes in God. And I'm not going to say, if you don't believe in God, I'm not talking to you. I'm still talking to you. Whatever you went through this year, whether it was a breakup, whether you lost a job, and some people went through deeper losses than that. We ain't going to get into that because that's just a different type of conversation altogether. But we'll touch on it because my mother's been gone here for 4 years, and I heard every day. Some losses you don't get over. You don't get over, but there are some things that we are letting hold us back, and we can't move forward until we let them go. We have to release them. Whether it's a friend who you know is not a good friend, whether it's a family member who you know is going to stress you out, who's toxic, you have to let them go, so good things can come to you. Now, before this new year comes up, I know we already talked about religion and superstition and what we're going to eat and what we're going to wear and what we're going to clean and what we ain't going to clean. Listen, it's just best to clean out our minds. Clean out your minds. I know some hurt is so deep and you just can't let it go because you never got closure. You never figured out why this happened. Why did you do this? Why did you say that? I know we have those things in our lives that we just will never have the answers to. But if you have the chance to get the answer and let it go. Because now I'm fat. That's why I'm sitting like this, to cover all that up. But you can't cover up too much. You can't cover up too much hurt. It's going to come out some way. It's going to come out some way. Like today, I'm just going to tell you, today I got rejected from an opportunity that I just really wanted to do. It just would have been a good, boost up in my life. It would have been good for my family. It would have been just good. I heard no. Got ready for the meeting, went to the meeting, went in with all right, let's get it done. No. Heard no. And when I first heard the no, I was like, I wanted to be arrogant and be like, are you serious? You're telling me no? I wanted to say that, but I couldn't say anything. I just felt that jolt of like hurt, like in the pit of my stomach, like, oh, are you serious? Felt defeated all day. And I just, I talked to a few other people and they were like, well, they just told you no for now. I'm like, no, they just said no flat out. And they're like, well, let them think on it. And then I got arrogant again. I'm like, why do you have to think? I got upset. But I learned maybe it's not. Maybe just because I thought it would be good, maybe it's not good for me. Maybe it won't be a good fit. So back to y'all, I want to just encourage everybody. Some things we go through and we just, like I said, will never understand. But there are some things we're going through right now that we do understand. And sometimes it's our fault that we're going through it because we won't allow ourselves to buck up and get out. Get out of that situation. Get out of that bad relationship because you might think you're losing out on something, or somebody might be absolutely just hard to get away from. Now that's different. Now, anybody out there going through that, I pray that you are free from that situation. But if it's a toxic relationship, friendship, family, whatever, y'all, we got we got to let it go. Like I said, I'm fat. I'm hiding all this, bent over like this, but you can't hide too much hurt because it's going to come out. It's going to come out some way, some shape, some form. Some people drink, some people smoke, some people do other things, and that's not to judge them. It's just, if there's a better way, get some closure and let it go. That stuff that's weighing you down is way heavier than any pound you ever will want to lose. The stuff that's holding you back is way stronger than anything you can ever take, anything you can ever snort, smoke, do, drink, whatever. It's stronger because you're allowing it to stay right here in your mind. You're allowing it to make you bitter. It hurts, but if you just choose, and I know it's easier said than done. I hope this makes sense to somebody. It's easier said than done, but if you say some things out loud like, you know what? I'm over that. And you'll know you're over it when you can go certain places and you won't feel fear. Or you can go around certain people and you feel, oh, I can stand right here beside you and you won't bother me. I went through something recently. I had to literally sing about 2 songs standing next to somebody that I just did not want to be around. This person just was not good for me. Was not good for just anybody that was around us. They were just a snake, okay? And everybody was looking like, oh my goodness, are you really gonna sit there and stand? And I mean, I hollered good, and I thanked God because I didn't think I'd be able to do that. I did not think I'd be able to do that. Just the energy, you can still feel the hatefulness coming off this person. I'm like, I can't let that get by me. So I had to do what I do. Y'all know how I do. I had to get loud. I had to scream. I had to growl. I had to do some runs. I even walked into the audience just to get away from the person because I'm like, let's see what happens. But I didn't think I'd be able to do it at all. So I did. And I felt great. And I just let it go. And I mean, I felt good all that day. I felt good all that day. But this ain't about me. This is about us. And y'all, we got to let it go. We got to let it go. And I know not everybody believes in praying, but pray and ask God to just help you to release the stuff that's holding you back before this new year starts. Get back to you. I know somebody out there used to paint. Somebody out there used to sing. Somebody out there used to drive amazingly. And you just can't do it no more. You used to wake up every morning, drink tea, and watch the news or read a newspaper or read more books. And you don't do that anymore. It's time to get back to you. Let the old stuff go, so you can grow. Welcome in the new things. And we're going to be all right, y'all. I hope this is a great new year for us. I know a lot of us been through so much crap. I'm just going to tell the truth. Been through so much crap. And I hope, like always I say, I hope I'm not just rambling and nobody understands what I'm saying. I hope you all, y'all know I don't like to do long videos, but I hope you all get some kind of relief today before this new year starts. Even the day of the New Year's. Whatever you have to do. Whatever you have to do, get back to you. Let it go. Let God have his way. I love y'all. I thank y'all for an amazing year. We got some exciting stuff coming up. So y'all stick with me and we'll be all right. Happy New Year.